Hey, it's Craig back with another Mortgage Minute. And just a quick tip here. And I know that this is going to seem like, well, duh, of course you should do this. But I think it's important to say this because I don't think a lot of people do this. So if you are looking to buy a home, and it does not matter whether you're a first time home buyer, whether you bought 4,000 homes otherwise, you always need to read the sales contract that you are signing before you go under contract on the property. Okay. When you buy a home, and I'm just going to use Tennessee as an example, but when you buy a home in Tennessee, the majority of the time, the contract that's being used is a standard contract that is developed by the Tennessee Association of Realtors. Okay. And this contract, in my opinion, is very well written. I think it's truly designed to create an equitable transfer from the seller to the buyer. There's some sections of the contract that, in my opinion, are more favored towards the seller. But look, a contract is such that you can write in the contract whatever you want to write in. So I mean, you can change those scenarios. But I can't tell you how many times I've got a client that's pre-approved. They go under contract, and I call them and I just ask them just a couple of questions, nothing very complex, and it maybe it's related to the contract. Or I'll give you an example. Let's say that a borrower calls me and I don't have a copy of the contract yet, and I'm asking them some questions. And the number of times that people go, "Well, I don't know. I'm not sure." And I mean, these are not complex questions. It tells me they're not reading the contracts before they sign them. And so here's the tip. Yes, they're typically standard contracts that you sign, but that doesn't mean you should assume that everything in the contract is exactly the way you want it to be. Okay. So read what you're signing before you sign it, because here's the reality: a sales contract is a contract. Okay. When you sign it and that contract is bound, you have to abide by that contract. Um, Look, I'm not saying you're going to get thrown in jail if you don't, but you will be in breach of contract if you don't abide by the contract. And there could be some negative consequences associated with that. Again, probably an obvious statement to make, but read your contract. And I'm going to talk specifically to first time homebuyers when I say this. Do not be afraid to ask questions. And if you're working with a real estate professional that cannot answer your questions, find someone that can. Okay. Most times, the questions you've got are not complex, and the person you're working with should absolutely be able to help you. But make sure that you understand what you're signing before you sign it. Okay. So if you got questions about that, or if you want to get pre-approved, listen, now is an awesome time to buy. So even though I just gave you a long speech about being careful what you sign, it's an awesome time to buy real estate. So call me. We'd love to talk to you about it. 615-498-5626. And I appreciate you watching.